Greetings, everyone. Yesterday, I've read a piece of news about the chief executive of the Hong Kong government, Carrie Lam, who's in Davos, or Switzerland, attending the conference, and she hosted a kind of ceremony or something to sell Hong Kong for absorbing more investment, to beef up the confidence about commerce and finance in Hong Kong. I would like to talk about some of my personal thoughts. As some of you have noticed that the violent clash of Hong Kong is still ongoing. Actually, it's not for every weekend, but it still sporadically happens, and I don't think that's a very big problem now, to be honest. Since you might have seen that the rioters have smashed up the shops, premises, like Starbucks and some restaurants. They just smash the restaurants and leave, and vandalize the walls, etc. They sometimes attack bank offices. But even those kind of things happen, I still have confidence in the status of Hong Kong, and the reason is something I'd like to tell you. Actually, for the core business of Hong Kong is about finance and economy, as you have known it. And let's say the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, almost everything is done electronically. Speaking of the financial sector of Hong Kong, it's highly computerized. It's done by computerized system with a high level of cyber security. And you see the demonstrators or the rioters or the violent attackers, they just use some primitive methods to physically attack your office, but they can't breach the firewall of the business cores. So it's still rather secure, and there's no big problem about that. So the investment, the financing can go smoothly without any problem. And also that another big advantage of Hong Kong is that in this city, the law system is the common law, and it's very different from the legal system in other part of Asia, like say the mainland China, Korea, or Japan. So a common law system is highly entrusted by the Western countries, since they have common law themselves. And also in Hong Kong, they still enjoy high level of freedom and values, and you might have noticed that in the recent ranking activity done by the West, Hong Kong still ranks the top in the world in terms of a degree of freedom. And besides, which is also a rather big factor of Hong Kong's stability, is that the Hong Kong government is backed by the central government of China in Beijing. They have very strong support from Beijing, and China is a very strong government itself, and in that case, stability reigns without any doubt in Hong Kong. Even though there are sporadic clashes, overall speaking, you can see that the finance, the economy can still go smoothly. I still have full confidence in this city and its future. Let's embrace a brighter future of this city. And so much for this episode, and I'll see you in our next one.